In this lesson, we're going to talk about some shortcuts for our exponents. So we are going to cover the product of powers property and the powers of powers property. So first, we're going to talk about the product of powers property. So what is a way that we could write the long way, 3 to the second times 3 to the fourth? And you might tell me, oh, well, that's easy. We're going to write 3 times 3, and then 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And my question to you is, how many times have we multiplied by 3 now? And you would say, oh, we've multiplied by 3 6 times. So what might be another way to write 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3? And our answer is 3 to the 6th power. Okay, we're multiplying by 3 6 times. So do you see any connections here? Is there anything that you notice about the way that we had it originally written compared to how it's now written? And hopefully what you notice is that it looks like I have added those exponents together. So if they have the same base, the big number is the same, it's a 3, and they both have exponents, then I can add them together. So we call that our product of powers property. For all m and n, it does not matter what, if it is a decimal, a negative number, a positive number, a giant number, a tiny number, a letter, it doesn't matter what it is. If b to the m times b to the n, we can simplify that by doing b to the m plus n. Okay, so as you write it down in your notes, that's a good thing. It's also a good time to go ahead and write that down in your green notes that you should be able to get off of Moodle. Now, of course, that only is when b is not 0. Because if b is 0, that's a boring case. If b is 0, then b 0 to the anything is just 0. Boring. So we'll just say that b can't be 0. So what you'll notice is that we now have problems 1 through 12 for you to complete. I'm going to let you go ahead and complete them. Have you pause the video right now, complete them, and when they are finished, you can go ahead and turn it back on, and then you can check all of your answers and make sure that you got them all right. So why don't you go ahead and do that right now. All right, so here are my answers for 1 through 5. Go ahead and check those over. Notice how I showed you that I actually added those exponents together. That way, in case you accidentally added incorrectly, if you did 8 plus 6 and you got 15 instead of 14 on the first one, at least I can see that you know that you have the concept down. Maybe you're just adding wrong. Okay, so go ahead and check 1 through 5. And then we will check 6 through 12. And again, I showed all of my work there, so that should not be a problem. That is it for the product of powers property, the one that says that if we have a bunch of things that have the same base being multiplied together, that we can add their exponents up. That's our shortcut. Okay, so that is that for the product of powers property.